I'm gonna leave you alone because I see you have a good thing going. Trust me, let's just end it here. And don't worry, I'll pay for the coffee.
Oh my God.
But see, and then now you gotta think, where is that girl? Who else is she doing that to?
Who is she doing
Hopefully, God has saved her or someone has delivered her, bruv.
We need like pictures. Just to like put up like never like, you know, like when people steal and they put the pictures up like wall of shame. These people are fake.
like
we need a witch.
Something just
to be like, this girl was a
very
witch.
careful because whoever puts up that picture,
It's a major
if God
problem
didn't
with
tell
it.
you to do it,
It's true.
they are going to. It's like what we can bang him, yeah. Hey, bro, there's a story in the Bible where, like, I guarantee you, I can turn any of your people astray. God is like, okay, there's my servant Job. Go for him. God himself said, go for this guy. Because he had so much faith that this guy was. So Satan there's spiritual like laws.
Assignments, fam.
So, bruv, be careful, man.
Did Satan turn him?
Oh, he ruined everything. He lost. Job was a rich man. Super rich. Had cattle. In them times, like, wealth was in like cattle and herds and big house servants, kids, wife. Satan took everything. Killed his wife. Killed his children.
Yeah, I remember the story of Job, to be fair.
It got to the point where he still followed God until the point where he crumbled, and then God gave him back everything double the kids. Well, I don't know about double wife, but he got everything double. Rich.
How did he turn him? I'm confused.
He ruined his life.
He ruined his life,
that's
but
not
it was a
turning
test.
him.
It's a test of faith.
But the thing is, God hasn't told you that he has sent Satan to you. You're just living your life, and your kids die, your wife dies, you lose all your money. Just imagine Bill Gates losing everything. Everyone dying. It was like that. That's what this parable is about.
Wow.
And it's just that concept of like, there's laws, like Satan can come for you if there's like a door. The TK guy, he said he was pamming girls in the church.
Yeah.
And the door
That's
that
how
was
taking
open
souls.
was she wouldn't forgive her baby daddy or something. Like forgiveness. Like with God, it says like in the word that, how do you want me to forgive you if you can't forgive your brother? So that's a door. So it's like, hey.
Oh, wow.
And I feel like in the Catholic Church when I was growing up, I just followed my mum in it, but I learned this stuff for myself, and I know, and I speak when I'm supposed to speak. I wouldn't like go and tell this to anyone. If I see like someone wants to know, then yeah.
It's easier to receive this way as well, because now we're open to wanting to hear it.
Yeah.
Because if you had just come in here on this thing of,
if you're like, what,
guys,
peanuts?
Exactly, fam.
Just said, my
Like,
sister, God is the real deal.
you need
It's
to
the real
let
deal.
people
But
be ready to
that's the
receive it.
African
fam.
mentality, and that's what they preach. If you go to Africa, you can go on the road. Okay, if you go Oaken Road, you see how much churches there is.
Yeah. My
It's like-
church is an okay road.
That's
fam.
that's the concept of it. They're selling you this.
It's hard. Like, it's, you know what it is. Like, I believe in God, and I believe what God does for me, and I believe there's a spiritual realm. There's definitely evil. It's sometimes the stories in the Bible that I struggle with. Like, how Jesus was born. I'm like, fam, it sounds like someone cheated and knocked up Mary.
I want to know what the world would have been like if the white man didn't bring us Jesus.
Yes,
because
that's a good one.
Very good one.
Looking in the past, Ethiopians were already Christians before the white man arrived. A lot of people don't know that. Like Christianity was already in Africa, and it's just, I don't know. What I always look at is like, when it comes to removing demons, they call the same name. So that's always my log line. I'm like,
only one
the day
name
I
for
see
demons.
them call any other name,
Yeah.
then I'll be like, okay.
Yeah.
When I was trying to find myself, I was looking at Buddha. I was like, okay, Buddha was a man that lived and died. He didn't come back up, and and I could die and come back as a leaf. No thank you. I'm not gonna do that. That reincarnation thing.
You don't know what you're coming back as.
Right now,
I'm with you.
I could have been this helmet.
Yeah,
So I
You
said,
don't know, you're touching yourself.
yeah,
right
do you know
now,
what? I'm
bro.
thinking like, I've got a soul and a purpose. I don't think that's not for me. And then I looked at like Hinduism, and I was like, they have 1 million gods. And one of them is like not to disrespect them. One of them was like a blue elephant, and I was like,
Ganesh.
I don't think I want to do that. 'Cause I'm scared of it.
Yeah.
Already.
That's fair.
that's fair.
And it's just like I was doing process of elimination in terms of what I feel, and with Jesus,
Makes sense.
when I gave it a try, bro, you remember me in secondary? I mean, in college. I went up to him one time. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing with my days. I wake up every day and I just take the day as it is. I guess. And he was like, I remember, I'm never gonna forget it.
Oh, you know what I hate when I can't remember what someone said. It
Was lunch, and he was talking to me. He's like, oh, what going on with you? Like, what's going on? And I was like, I don't know. I just wake up and just go with the day. He's like, that's mad. That's mad. How can you do that? How does that work? I can never do that. And I haven't forgot that, because it was like a little reminder that there was something else.
Something there. I saw it in you, fam. Come on, man.
But
give me money, man.
The minute
Let
I
me be in
decided,
Babylon, please. Man, are telling me he remembers what I did for him and not giving man no bread. Come on.
Don't worry, man. Yeah. Nah, you'll see. We'll talk in it.
You better hear it first.
There's some.
You gotta hear it first. You don't deserve that.
There's some good stuff coming. So
yeah.
That's even, bro. You'll see anyway. We'll talk about that stuff.
Yeah. No, but continue. What
the minute I decided to follow Jesus and God, I feel like that's when everything changed.
Yeah.
So to me, no one can ever take that testimony from me.
Yeah.
Like, I went through a test and hardships. That's how I've got a testimony now. So yeah, man. Wherever I go, it's like Letitia Wright winning the BAFTA.
Yeah.
The first thing she said is, I will be like a liar if I don't say that I'm a child of God. Like, that's how it is. And it's tough maneuvering in this industry.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you, my bro. The acting thing.
I would imagine. I would want to know, because I don't know anyone personally that's acting. Or I might do, but in terms of
did you ever quit?
You know what I mean?
No.
You didn't?
What did you say? Did you ever quit?
Yeah, at any point.
Nah.
Because what's interesting is, obviously you used to do the sketches and that on
Yeah.
Instagram, and there was a point where I think you
said you're not doing that.
You said I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
So
like-
what happened with that is, so when I was in uni and I wanted to drop out, to Tommy Expensive just kind of started, and I told God I wanted to be an actor. So if you're real, it says, there was one scripture that was like, seek first the kingdom and everything shall be added onto you.
Yeah.
And someone once told me that God puts his word higher than his name. So if he doesn't do it, then he isn't God. So that was like my thing. I was like, okay, cool, prove yourself then, if you're this
I
mighty
need to
God.
start testing God this shit.
And bro,
Just pray.
he bought,
If you're real, I beg you, back your thing,
bro, hey, you don't want him to back out his thing.
Bro.
But
Do your thing.
he bought like my mentor, he sponsored me to go drama school. He bought a friend of mine called Bola. She won like the Oscar for writing for theatre in the UK. It's called the Laurence Olivier Award.
Oh yeah,
She taught me how to write. And when I was meeting these people, it was just like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
blah, bless. But then it got to the point where one of my friends said to me, God is telling me that you need to stop Tommy Expensive. So in my heart, I was already feeling that, because, bro, there was one point I could put a picture up of my thumb and get 10,000 likes. It got to that point, and
It was wild.
I was like, yeah, it was such a stupid thing. It was the Adidas sponsorship. That's what made me just stop it. It was weird. It was like everyone was getting it that had that weren't doing what I was doing. There was a point, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I was number one at one point.
You were.
And
100%.
I was like, why isn't it happening? Why are people or bloggers that have like 500 followers, why is it? Is it just people bringing their friends in?
Ooh.
Chipmunk introduced me to the person that sorts out the endorsements for Adidas. He's like, no, you need to fuck with Tom, blah, blah, blah. So
Who was it? A queer?
No, it was a youth called Kenneth.
Okay.
And he just said, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Well, obviously we're dealing with like Stormzy and that right now. That's the main focus, but we've got you. We're going to sort you out.
I tell you what's even mad about that, just very quickly. I did an internship for Adidas, and I remember they were looking at some people with like 100 followers, bro.
Yeah, I remember
they
you
were just
saying.
like, if they're that good, then we're just gonna keep an eye on them. And I was like, but they got 100 followers. Like, what are we looking at them for? They're like, no, we just keep an eye on good talent. So can you imagine you who's doing
So I'm like,
Madness.
a madness
I-
ain't getting
I-
looked at? That's kind of
so-
mad.
And then when they were doing that and I wasn't getting it and watching everyone get it, and then my friend Kayode, so RS, when he got it and they put him down, they got him on paper. I was like, yeah, I've reached like a ceiling. And am I going to keep doing this until I'm 30? Am I going to keep cutting for these things? What am I doing on this thing? And I remembered it was me wanting to be like, do the whole Will Smith thing and act. So, and then that's when Lord Hastings came and funded the drama school. So my friend said, God is telling me to stop something expensive. So I'm feeling all this Adidas rage. And, I'm not really acting. I'm doing skits. People love the skits, but I'm not acting. I'm not on TV.
Yeah.
So I was like, cool, why'd you say that? So he gave me like an anecdote. He said, we've all heard this name, John the Baptist.
Yeah.
And do you really know who he is? I was like, he's the guy that baptized people, innit? He's like, so in the Bible, he was called the forerunner. He came before Christ. He laid all the foundations, blah, blah, blah. But he kept saying, the promise is coming.
It's coming.
Which was Jesus.
Right.
So when the promise came, he died. They'd never coexisted together.
Right.
And he said, Tommy Expensive was your John the Baptist. You've met everyone you needed to meet. You've created a foundation for yourself. And now God wants you to step into that promise to become Tom Moutchi, the actor that he wants you to be.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is it.
That's it.
So I didn't even give it. I remember I posted it. At the time
I remember that. I'm pretty sure I remember that as well.
What did you post?
So I guess I did like a whole paragraph
Yeah.
saying I really enjoyed this thing, but I'm gonna follow my craft now.
Yeah.
And I was at the time, John Boyega was like because he went to my primary school. He was like the black guy doing his thing at the time. So I was like, nah, I was proper preing him like every step he did. And the minute I posted it, literally like a second later, he DM'd me out of nowhere. And he was like, that's a very good move. Like, I wish you the best. But I didn't even know I was preing him. And it was just random, and he followed me and everything. And I was like, this is what I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
So that whole concept of giving up, bro, I've got no degree. Like, there's nothing to fall back on. This is it. I create. Like, and Bola, the friend I met, when she was teaching me to write, I was fighting it. I was like, nah, I'm an actor. Like, I don't want to write. Like,
I just deal with what you give me.
Now I'm at the point where I'm writing myself into a TV show. If she didn't teach me that. So that's why I understand the concept of God. And they call him Jehovah Jireh, which means to see, So he knows your beginning and your end. So he puts you through certain things because he knows here you're going to need to write. So he'll bring certain people into your life. And that's why people feel like sometimes their life is in a cycle. Because God won't let you go past that thing because he knows you're going to go through it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, bruv, I can't give up, bro. Yeah.
See, you need to be on the bus talking about Jesus, fam. Because I can believe that shit.
No. You see, but if he's on the bus talking about Jesus, you wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't receive it the way you're receiving it here.
It's true.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Everyone's called for different things, innit? Some people are meant for evangelizing on the road, trying to get but I'm not. Why that doesn't work with me? Because I'm not lost. Like, I know about God. So that stuff, it doesn't go in like how it would go in someone that's just lost their parents and they're walking on the road and they hear that, they're like, who is this God? Everyone's called in different places. I feel like in the entertainment industry, through the light that I'm gonna have, someone's gonna go, the best way to explain it is I'm gonna wear a perfume. The people that go, what's that? Then I'll be like, this is Jesus Christ Dior number 5. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. But
nice. Yeah.
I feel like that's a little bit of my purpose.
What's that, a crystal ball?
Hey,
Relax.
hey, please. There's green walls here, blood. I can't even imagine what you guys are gonna put in the screen.
Has to be Jesus.
What? That's the cross.
A black one. Black Jesus. Nah, I don't. Because
It needs to be a nigga back there.
I need to pray, man.
Honestly,
Bro, do that, man.
Brother, but no,
Damn.
how long have we been caught? I've been eager to listen. I'm enjoying. Like, obviously, you spoke about like the souls thing. I'm scared, innit? So I don't know. I'm gonna listen back to the first half, or however far we get. Like,
honestly,
I'm gonna skip straight to what you just told. But I've had the same thing where I've met people and I feel like I don't want to leave this person's life until I've felt that they've learned one thing from me that they might not take on board today, or might be 5 years down the line. So I always try and do that with people I meet. Like, and I'm tired of just meeting people for no reason.
Yeah.
If it's for no reason, I'm not gonna like.
100.
It might seem antisocial, but I can't bother to meet like people for no reason if I don't feel like you take on board. See, you can only hope
vice versa, isn't it?
I can only hope you take something on board or learn something from me. But in terms of like finding the path, like, boom, everyone's got their own one. And I even the other day, I was just thinking, like, I know exactly what I want my life to look like, and I'm working to make it look like that. Like, there's just bare images on days that I think that's a part that I need to put into my life. I'm gonna take that, and I'm gonna work on building that.
Oh, that's vision, bro.
Yeah,
Man's
word.
have got
100.
a vision. And even today, when I saw that, what was that thing that you sent, Tam? That I sent you and you sent Tommy.
Steve
Money.
Harvey
thing?
The Steve Harvey, yeah.
I want, like, I don't. Cool. It's so weird that clout seems like such a negative thing, but it's only in our community that it is, because I want the clout to be able to have power and influence, which is what clout is. Isn't it?
Actually means, yeah.
So I want to be able to influence people in positive ways, have the right discussions on this platform. This platform, I want it to be big enough to reach more people than it does, just to have a positive impact on black people. Like, and your story in terms, I wasn't confused when you did it, and I think we've had the same conversation about K as well, and him dropping RS. And when he did it, I was like, smart move.
Yeah.
Like, if you do this forever, this is all people are gonna want. And I've thought about it recently,
Very
where
bold.
you see Michael Jordan, yeah. So many people are not gonna know he was a basketball player.
Yeah.
They're only gonna know him from the crying meme.
What, as in like,
No,
Yeah,
man,
there's a certain generation
Yeah,
that.
that's
that's true. That's true.
And his trainers.
Crazy.
Look at someone like 50 Cent. You would some people would
some
never know that he rapped.
They just
Nah,
think that's
he's
the
the
guy
actor.
from
They think,
Power.
yeah, he's
the
an
guy
actor.
from Power. It's
He's
mad.
wealthy, whatever.
I'm trying to have my legacy understood, bruv.
100%. You can't be. I remember it's so crazy how like there's things that stand out in your life. It was such a small thing. I think it was in secondary school when they were like, some people will be in your life and they will just serve a purpose, but after that the purpose is done. So the more you stick around them, the less you're gonna be moving forward because their purpose is done now.
See what I mean? Like,
That one is scary when it's a
could've-
girl you like or
Oh,
love.
it's so
something
scary.
like that.
You
It's
even
very-
find,
it's
and
hard.
it's worse because you know in your head I should be gone,
Yeah.
but something's keeping you there. You want to stay, but you know you should go.
I
It's
had
mad.
to drop out that CV man shit as well. Like, I knew that I could have still been getting booked to do speeches at this university or this college or this youth club, but I was thinking this ain't even the message I want to preach, bruv.
Yeah.
I don't give, like, I work a 9 to 5, but I don't really care for the industry enough to even try and, like, when I first started it, I was thinking I'm gonna revolutionize this whole applying for jobs thing.
Yeah.
And then after a while, I was thinking, you know what, this ain't even my calling. I did it for like a year. Nah, this is when we spoke. Figured out, yeah, boom, this is where we're going with
Yeah,
what
yeah,
we're
100.
doing, innit? And I knew in the beginning we couldn't hit people with the topics we've began to hit people with,
Yeah, very
because
true.
they weren't ready for it.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
would have been doing these topics and it's just falling on deaf ears. Like,
Yeah.
now I feel like it's a time where we've
Yeah.
What,
Cause
in
man
the
didn't
market?
even bring you here to talk that. I didn't
Hey,
know.
bruv,
I would
that's-
never have known we would have spoken about this.
I
Not
was
to say I
ready
didn't
for
know
the
that you're
banter to
religious.
fly,
Yeah, and it has flown,
Bro.
of course, but it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I never even would have pictured it going in that way.
I'm
like.
happy, bro. This is crazy.
Do you know what? And it's because I always hear like acceptance speeches with Stormzy or Letitia Wright,
Yeah.
and they say the God thing or even Drake. And the way you've now told me the story,
Yeah.
I deep it better because I've
Yeah, me
had
too,
people
me too.
around me that have said, "Oh man, I'm gonna find God because Stormzy made it with God," and I'm thinking that shouldn't be
Your reason.
Your reason to find God shouldn't be making it in the field. Like, your reason to find God, that's just pure, to me, purely where it should lie. Like,
I don't think there's an issue with that.
I don't know. It's
I
like
thought
you're
somebody
using
else- I
God
don't-
to become successful.
The
That's
reason-
just why.
The reason why I don't see an issue with that is because that just might be the way that you go to God. Then if later on God shows you, nah, it's not all about why you came.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you something more, then that's fine. To me, origins don't matter because later on you end up finding your purpose along the way. So like let's say with the SPAC Nation stuff, when they pull people in with their nice cars and stuff, I'm like, I don't see the issue in it.
But I feel like it's fickle because if you don't get that immediate gratification,
Yeah.
it's
Well, it
like-
depends on,
you're-
obviously.
you might be like, "Oh, this God thing didn't work."
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like, because you was wrong from the jump, and he saw that in you.
It's fair, but I just feel like if you pull somebody in with some flashy stuff, there's nothing wrong with that. That's not a problem. It's more of a sense of when they get there, where you guiding them now. Do you get what I'm saying? Because people are led by money.
What was the thing you said? Take come to my kingdom, and then everything else will come
Yeah, it
with
said-
it. So it's
it
like
said- yeah.
people want the kingdom and everything at the same time.
They want
Kingdom first.
everything that's added. Yeah, because that's what people are using to sell. A lot of people, prosperity churches, they're selling prosperity because everyone wants to do well.
Yeah.
And I've over the years, I've learned that relationship that you have with the Father. Yeah, I always use anecdotes in it. So if today I become friends with Temi, when I first, like, just imagine this is secondary school times. If I go to your house, some people you can only stay in the living room.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
True.
Cool. We stay in the living room, then we become cool. As we get cool, we start chilling in your room.
Yeah. Word.
That's fine. Then we get to a point where you can go shop and leave me in your house.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Then it gets to the point where I could sleep over, where you could leave me the key. And that's how it is with God. You start as a friend, like, and you got to see it like it's a house, and the different rooms are the different stages of him, different blessings. If you get what to say. Some people don't even know where the house is. See what I'm trying to say? They're here. Oh, I went to this house and this is what I got. So people are like, okay, since you got that there, I'm going to go and try to get that there. Then when they go there, their relationship with Father is not like the one where they're going to be is opening doors for you, because you guys ain't like that.
Still got the latch on and that. Yeah.
So then,
So like, you ain't welcome, bro.
So-
I know you're not welcome, but you're not allowed in here. You ain't got to that level.
So you ain't going to get what Stormzy got when he got in his house, because he had a different relationship. So then
Different
that
work.
takes you away from him, because we're humans at the end of the day.
Do you know what's funny about that? What we talking about the other day, Fred, on the phone call, and I was like, a girl will hear that, she'll say, she doesn't want anything for Valentine's. Or she'll see other girls getting flowers and she's like, I want flowers too. But you don't even know what that girl done to deserve flowers. You don't even know what that guy done to give her flowers. She might have been there when his mum died, when anything, or he's in emotional debt. He's doing a madness to prove that he loves her. You don't even know why, but you just want what she has.
Just want.
Valentine.
You don't even
The
know.
world owes you nothing, B.
Valentine is
coming,
coming,
oh,
no. Valentine.
Do you know what I mean?
Hey, the harmonies are cold in that.
I want to suck your breast. Suck your breast. You haven't seen that? What's his new one?
Tipper.
Yeah.
That guy has been ghost.
Where is he?
I always get asked that question, and bro, I do not know. The last time
Is
I
he
spoke
alright?
to that,
Nah,
he said to meet up, but I was busy. So I
right.
just don't know.
Check on him, man. Maybe that's a
he-
sign.
he-
Check on him.
he- long time ago, when I last spoke to him, he said it just got too much for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard
And
he was going
yeah,
through a bit of a
he was
depression
going
and
through
stuff.
it, but he had a small comeback, but then he cut again. So he's probably
He's
better.
young as well, isn't it?
Yeah, he's young.
Not
He's probably
anymore,
better
man.
out of the limelight than
Yeah,
he is
not
in
anymore,
it. Like,
that's true.
So it's like it might just be best if he stays out of it.
I don't know.
because he's just probably just not ready for it.
Go on,
I
Tom.
feel like the ins and outs, everyone will have their opinions on it, because you're looking at it from what you see online or what he tells you on the day.
Yeah.
But coming from a person that I really did try to bring everyone together at one point,
Yeah.
and I got introduced to Tipper through a friend, and he was like, this guy wants to do comedy, blah, 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 blah. He used to do Keek and blah, blah, blah. Since you're banging this thing on Insta now, work with him.
Right.
I could trust me, this kid has this wild talent.
Yeah.
And when I mean, bro, I tried everything, you know, to make him pattern like. And I don't want to be on here like slagging him up. I don't.
No,
you weren't
it's
telling
the
me what he
truth,
was
it's the
going through,
truth.
but
Yeah.
the whole excuse was that he's young. But I remember there was a point. There was 2 TV shows that were written for him.
Man.
Like, one on E4 and one was going to be on Film 4.
Yeah.
I'm even writing one with my friend Bola,
Yeah.
and he was missing the meetings.
Oh.
So
It could be fair.
So it's like,
Could be.
I don't know. It's hard for me to now.
Sympathize.
I'm not sympathize, but I'm human, innit? It's like you keep
I
messing
hear
up.
you, I hear you.
And
Yeah,
I
I'm with
bust
you.
you with people that don't have time like that, but because of I've vouched for you,
Yeah.
That makes you look
it just
bad.
makes me look
Yeah.
mad.
Yeah,
So
I'd be annoyed too, but for me, like the young thing, I'd only take that for so long, but
Yeah.
it's probably the fear of being great and
It's
having to
fear.
now.
Yeah.
Fear
Once
is
you
hard.
reach a level and everything looks like
keep
it's
giving.
up from here,
Yeah,
it's scary.
Yeah,
I don't know.
'cause then what's next?
If I get to the top and I fall, or if I mess up, I'm scared. I've never been here
now,
before. You could be
bloody
scared.
scary.
that's where that word that you used came through, because it wasn't only Tipper that was doing this thing. There was Tipper, there was the Lafayette Pence, Versace,
Oh, yeah.
Pressmo. He's now Netflix and Top Boy. It's like,
What was the other one? The guy that did Ochioma,
Love
Raheem
Pence.
Heavens as well. He was.
I don't know where.
Raheem Heavens.
I used to.
Oh, my ears.
I used to be with him every Thursday.
He
Used
was
to
in
see him
drama
every
school.
week.
Yeah, he was
And
in drama school. Yeah.
like, and he was another one that was just scared. I used to say, like, when
do that.
But then when I think about it, it's like, for these guys that are young, they may not understand the business of it and think it's 24/7 funny.
Yeah.
like there's behind the scenes work, like going to these meetings, like and that might even be something behind why I'm not. Let me not even speak.
Do you know what's deep, bro? Not all of them wanted to be actors. That's what I learned. True. Because the drive that me and Dems, my friend Dems had, we wanted to do TV, film, and theatre.
I remember.
This was like our means. We created ourselves to the point where it changed our lives. But that word clout, a lot of people were chasing it at the time. And it will get you girls, it will get you into... Like, I was the point I used to go parties. Like, if my friends want to get into parties, they'll just go with me. And even if you don't know the person, they'll let me in because they know that I do online stuff. And they get to go in and talk to girls. It was like that. And it's either, you know what you really want, bro. Because it's so long. Just saying who's here now, you will know, like we said before, you will know them from their fruits. Like, and I can't, as talented as someone is, if you have someone that's there working their ass off, they're always going to succeed more.
It's very true. Trust me. Very true.
And the fear can't stop you though. Like
it can't, man. Only the fearless can be great,
but I do understand it because there's a level of when you've got talent and people are telling you you're sick, but you're thinking,
bro, I get this. I feel that every time. As much as people will say you're talented, bruv, I don't know if it's a comparing thing or I'm like, nah. My boy is killing it. I'm not there.
Even at work, like sometimes I stop myself and I think to myself, "Whoa, I'm here."
Like
I could have never. When I was in secondary school, I could have never seen the job I do for the client I do it for. I'm thinking, me.
Never picture it.
This is mad. And some days I'm down and I'm thinking, I don't even know how to do this job. I'm thinking, hold on a minute. Yeah, I do. So some people, like their thought process ends at I don't know how to do this. And they just ain't got it in them to motivate themselves to say,
I'm gonna work this out.
I'm gonna work it out because do you know how many people fucking wing it, bruv?
My God! History is made of it.
You know, I think they did a survey saying like, I think it was like 60% or even higher than, I think it was like 80% of people do not know really what they're doing at their job. They're just doing things.
They just do it, fam.
They just figure it out as we do it.
There's people with power in this society that are designing everything around us that are winging it. I told you the strata building. Man put turbines there, said, let's make it wind powered. As soon as they fucking turned the building on, they said everything's shaking. Said, I'll just turn it off and we'll leave it there. that building stands in fucking Elephant Castle. Right now, you're telling me they wing it.
Because it was shaking
the building shakes.
So they had to stop the wind turbines.
They don't. That wind turbine is just a facade.
It looks cool though. It looks like an Avengers building.
But clearly he designed it. They said, that's nice.
Nah, guys, but you can't wing being an architect though.
He did.
You can't wing that.
He did.
You can't. There's certain careers you can't wing.
When you see that blank piece of white paper and you begin to draw, you began winging.
What can you tell me? There's 3 turbines there. I'm putting it there. They built it. He turned it on. He said the building's shaking. Just turn it off.
You can't wing being a doctor. Impossible.
God forbid.
Remember the black youth that created his own.
You have to understand.
The black youth that pretended he was a doctor.
Where it comes from, because doctors just either give medicine or they like. Fam,
I'm talking about A&E, bro.
No, cool. Yeah,
ripping someone open.
The first person to do a heart transplant, winging it.
They were winging it.
The first dentists were winging it.
Yes.
They were putting alcohol in your mouth.
Listen,
pulling it out.
Dentists are still winging it now, bro.
Man has to do a root canal on your molars.
No anesthetic. Them man back
to get your teeth white, and then he's
them man back in the days were hard, you know.
Yeah, fam.
No anesthetic. Even footballers, no shin pads.
No shin
No
pads.
shin pads, bro.
Goalkeepers, no gloves.
Did you think Johan Cruyff knew what he was doing?
Hey, he just turned.
He just turned, fam.
Do you think Yannick Bolasie knows what he's doing?
Nah, he does. He does.
And I run it.